Buy back your time. Get unstuck, reclaim your freedom, and build your empire. By Dan Martell. Dan Martell is an entrepreneur, investor, coach, and the creator of SaaS Academy, a coaching program designed for business-to-business SaaS founders. The program has successfully assisted more than 1,000 businesses such as ClickFunnels, Proposify, and Carrot in scaling and achieving success. This book, Buy Back Your Time, helps entrepreneurs hire the right people for the right tasks to free up time for building their empire. The author offers practical advice and tells success stories that guide busy individuals to focus on productivity rather than small chores. It's a practical manual to help you achieve your dream life by taking control of your time. Picture your ideal life. It could be becoming a successful author of thrilling novels that get adapted into movies or developing groundbreaking software. Does it seem unattainable? Dan assures you that no dream is too grand if you adopt the mindset of a visionary. However, to ascend to these heights from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you require two essential elements: time and vitality. If you feel you are out of control in either of these aspects, this summary of Dan Martell's book, Buy Back Your Time, will be invaluable to you. It revolves around straightforward strategies centered on a fundamental principle. That is, employing the right individuals to replace you and buy back your time so that you can invest it on other, more valuable tasks. This is not merely an altruistic gesture that enables employees to pursue fulfilling careers and receive recognition. It also grants you the freedom to immerse yourself in a realm of pure creativity and freedom. Let's delve into it. Paying someone to do your work will make you more money. Are you familiar with Tom Clancy? If you're thinking of the prolific spy thriller author behind the Jack Ryan series, bingo! However, here's a lesser-known fact. Clancy didn't personally pen all those novels. After establishing his books as bestsellers, he enlisted ghostwriters to develop the stories he had conceived. This strategic move allowed him to focus on exploring more significant opportunities to elevate his franchise further. It appears that Clancy was well-versed in Dan Martell's concept of reclaiming time. As an entrepreneur, you probably involve yourself in every aspect of your business. You review your engineer's code, discuss finances with your accountant, and handle all your emails. While these tasks are essential for business operations, they aren't necessarily duties that you, as the owner, must personally undertake. In truth, micromanaging everything can hinder your business growth. Your business may be like your child, but for it to thrive, you must be willing to delegate responsibilities to trusted individuals. Overworking yourself and putting in 20-hour days will not only dampen your creativity and productivity, but also negatively impact your personal life, relationships, and well-being. Martell highlights the pain line, typically reached when an entrepreneur manages around 12 direct reports and generates over $1 million in revenue. At this stage, many entrepreneurs face three choices: selling the business, derailing it by pursuing various directions, or halting growth due to fear. Martell introduces a fourth option, the buyback principle, a method to reclaim your time to further growing your business. In essence, this process involves auditing how you allocate your time, identifying low-value tasks to delegate to someone more skilled and possibly more interested, and then dedicating your time to more valuable activities that bring you fulfillment. The crux of success lies in your mindset towards the hiring process. The primary goal of hiring is not merely to outsource tasks. It's about freeing yourself to focus on what you excel at, like those significant, entrepreneurial, high-value creative works that propel your business forward. Assign minor tasks to others and substitute yourself for functional roles. You might be occupied in various professions like being a doctor, lawyer, teacher, coder, or designer. In reality, there are essentially three main professional paths: employee, entrepreneur, or empire builder. Being an employee means exchanging your time for money. Transitioning into an entrepreneur entails understanding that success is not solely about working more hours to earn more money. It involves delegating tasks to others to free up time. The highest level is that of an empire builder who has reclaimed full control over their time, focusing on creative empire building activities. An example of such an empire builder is Oprah Winfrey. Her typical day includes activities like walking her dogs, enjoying espresso, meditating, reading, exercising, spending time with her personal shopper, and having lunch with her partner. She starts her work at 1:30 p.m. Despite only working for 2 hours a day, Oprah's productivity surpasses others who work longer hours. While you may not reach Oprah's level of success, anyone can organize their work routine to maximize creativity. The key is to categorize tasks into 4 quadrants: delegation, replacement, investment, and production. Delegation tasks such as invoicing or booking travel can be outsourced to an administrative assistant who can manage emails and act as a buffer against demands on your time. Tasks in the replacement quadrant like sales and marketing may require more effort to hand off. But even if someone else performs at 80% of your capacity, it still frees up your valuable time. The 10-80-10 rule suggests doing 10% of the work yourself, delegating 80%, and then finalizing the last 10% to conserve energy and time. Every entrepreneur has a buyback rate. What is a buyback rate? It is an amount they can use to pay someone to take over their tasks. While everything seems promising, it's important to address the significant factor of cost. It's probable that your financial resources don't match those of Oprah or Clancy. So, can you really afford to enlist help to alleviate your workload? Is it logical to pay others to handle tasks you could manage yourself? The answer is affirmative on both accounts. At any budget level, there exists a buyback rate. This refers to the sum you can allocate from your income to delegate tasks to others, enabling you to achieve greater financial rewards through the efficient utilization of the time you've gained back. Calculating your buyback rate involves a straightforward formula: dividing your income by 2,000 hours and then by 4. For instance, if your annual income from your business is $400,000, your buyback rate would be 50 per hour. This implies that you should be willing to spend $50 per hour on outsourcing tasks you prefer not to handle. You might consider hiring a part-time personal assistant. Even if your income is $100,000, you still have a buyback rate of $12.50 per hour. While a full-time hire might not be feasible, platforms like Upwork offer access to freelance talent. Interns or individuals on a commission basis are also viable options. By allocating 25% of your income towards outsourcing tasks that do not align with your creative pursuits, you liberate substantial time to enhance your productivity. Consequently, this boosts the monetary value of that 25% which you can continually reinvest in people, forming a beneficial cycle. Delegating tasks and freeing up time allows you to focus on the other 2 quadrants. The investment quadrant should involve activities aimed at self-improvement and benefiting others, such as engaging in hobbies like hiking or playing an instrument, enjoying meals with family, and fostering professional growth through endeavors like podcast interviews or attending conferences. The ultimate objective is to dedicate most of your time to the production quadrant. Here is where you engage in work that motivates you, propels you forward, and leads to your greatest accomplishments. This is where someone aspiring to build an empire should primarily invest their time. Invest time to hiring and training employees can yield long-term results. If the previous sections have persuaded you of the importance of reclaiming your time, you may now be interested in learning about the process of hiring the right person. Firstly, it's crucial to have a clear idea of what you are looking for. Define the qualities you seek in a new hire and specify the tasks you are hiring them to perform. Then, explore various sources. Ask current employees for referrals. Reach out to individuals excelling at other companies, and search through job platforms. Once you have identified potential candidates, find innovative ways to learn more about them. For instance, Martell requests potential employees to submit a 5-minute video explaining their interest in the position, their knowledge about the company, their preferred work environment, strengths, and 5-year goals. This approach not only helps in assessing candidates and understanding their personalities, but also evaluates their ability to follow instructions and technological proficiency required to create and upload a video. Consider assigning a paid test project to evaluate how candidates work. Once you have found the right fit, persuade them to join your team. Upon hiring, it's essential to provide training. One effective method is to develop a playbook. The 4 C's of playbooks are camcorder, course, cadence, and checklist. The camcorder technique involves recording yourself performing tasks you want to teach, streamlining training efforts. You can also create a library of training videos for future reference. A course entails outlining high-level tasks to be completed. For instance, tasks for an employee opening a bakery might include clocking in, stocking display cases, writing specials on the chalkboard, and brewing coffee. Cadence involves specifying the task frequency, daily or weekly. Lastly, a checklist outlines essential tasks like reconciling cash and securing the cashier's box. A well-structured playbook can efficiently onboard new employees and ensure they align with your expectations, allowing you to focus on higher-level tasks. Guide your employees to fully dedicate themselves to their roles. After successfully hiring and training your team to meet your expectations, it's crucial to ensure they are operating at their highest potential. Remember, you're not just filling positions. An unmotivated employee lacking commitment won't deliver the value you seek. Instead, an employee who takes ownership of their responsibilities doesn't just complete tasks mechanically but strives to achieve the company's objectives. To foster this mindset, empower your employees to leverage their creativity and problem-solving skills. Transitioning from a transactional to a transformational leadership style is key in encouraging this behavior. In a transactional model, instructions are given, tasks are checked off, and new tasks are assigned without much engagement from the employee. Little initiative is required, hindering personal and professional growth. On the other hand, adopting a transformational leadership approach involves providing guidance while allowing room for innovative problem-solving on the employee's part. In this model, you outline the desired outcome, establish measurable metrics, and support the employee in advancing to the next level. For instance, if your goal is for all employees to obtain a particular certification under a transactional model, you would instruct your assistant to ensure compliance, and they would proceed to enroll the entire team in training. This could result in unnecessary expenses and time spent on training that may not be needed by all team members. In contrast, as a transformational leader, you could communicate your expectation for code compliance in a more open-ended way. This empowers your assistant to find a more efficient approach, such as identifying the actual need for certification and leveraging it to create guidelines for others. Both leadership models aim for code compliance, but the transformational approach not only optimizes resources, but also nurtures employee growth and development within their roles. Plan your time efficiently to focus on high-value tasks. After delegating tasks and hiring individuals to handle responsibilities you prefer not to deal with, it's essential to ensure that the time you've regained is utilized efficiently. Design a well-structured and respected schedule for yourself, creating a perfect week. Group similar activities together, such as scheduling all podcast interviews consecutively on Monday mornings, to avoid wasting time transitioning between tasks or environments. Account for every aspect, including lunch breaks and personal time, and commit to following your plan diligently. The time you've reclaimed was not meant to be squandered, but rather to propel your business to new heights. As an entrepreneur, you are brimming with innovative ideas. With the time now at your disposal, it's the opportunity to bring those ideas to fruition. Think big and be detailed in your planning. Whether it's aiming to top the New York Times bestseller list, owning a villa in the south of France, or creating a groundbreaking household product, set no limits on your aspirations. Visualize, document, or map out your ideas without constraints. Embrace what Martell terms the 10x vision. Translate your 10x vision into actionable steps by establishing deadlines for achieving it. Work backward from the future to the present, incorporating milestones that must be met along the way. Just as you meticulously planned your perfect week, outline your ideal year in advance. Start by identifying significant events and goals that are non-negotiable, such as birthdays, anniversaries, and key business objectives. These are your big rocks. Next, address smaller tasks or pebbles, which are less critical. For instance, consolidate visiting various office locations nationwide into a single 2-week trip. Allocate time for other pebble tasks like software updates and meetings with essential managers, and you'll find that your year is largely structured. This level of organization provides guilt-free periods of uninterrupted time where you can operate at your most creative, joyful, and productive capacity. Reclaiming your time empowers you to elevate yourself from the ordinary and join the league of visionary business leaders worldwide. Here are the final words before we part. As an entrepreneur, reclaiming control of your life is possible by strategically selecting and training a competent team to delegate significant responsibilities within your company. This approach allows you to streamline operations, granting you the freedom to focus your time and efforts on high-value tasks that move your business forward.